What role did you play in the movie?
I played Lisa, which was a phenomenal time.
Are you and Lisa anything alike?
Yes and no. I think Lisa she's fly at the mouth, but she knows her timing is right. My timing's not always so right. I'm a little bit outspoken.
You had a nice little scene at the end of the movie, which has some locking action. You know, how did that come about?
Well, it was not in the script at all, but we definitely thought that you guys deserved a little bit more of a stronger ending. So anything for the arts.
Yeah.
Anything.
So, so what was the worst day that you shot? Because you shot a lot of days. What was the worst day?
Probably the worst day was the slap scene. I really took a few licks. It was difficult. But at the end of the day, you do what you have to do to get the job done. And we wanted to tell a story and make it believable. So we did what we had to do. Yeah, that scene was worse than the scene where I was sick. The scene where I was sick, I was just probably really high off of adrenaline, just excited about getting the film done. So it wasn't that bad at all, but the slap scene was challenging.
Is this what you wanted to do for, like, is this your dream, like acting, or did you have something else in mind?
Well, it's definitely a part of my dream. I've been doing theater and being on stage for as long as I can remember, and I would not change the experience for the world. I actually feel like participating in this film put me back in touch with who I am on a spiritual level, and I love it. But my ultimate goal is to continue to reach the community, continue serving disenfranchised populations, and making a way for people. That's what I want to do. I am also a spoken word artist, also known by the name Lady Realness. It's been a while since I've been on stage, but I write frequently.
How did you hear about the film?
I heard about the film via Facebook. And just thought it was an exciting opportunity to get back in touch with one of my lifelong passions, and it was worth every minute of it. I definitely, reunited with some old friends and developed some new friendships, and I'm looking forward for what's to come.
This is not Quincy from behind the camera. Would you be able to do some spoken word for us right now?
Just off the top of my head, let's see, what is my inspiration? I'm gonna use you. Brown skinned man, all aglow, with your third eye open and your soul speaking. I feel your vibration and I'm enjoying your flow. That's it. That's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is there anything else that you would like to say?
Yes, at the end of the day, make sure you support local art, support Black art. My Being is Bond is phenomenal. It tells a story that is often untold. It highlights Columbus in a way that people often forget. This is home for me. This was more than a project. This was my heart. So check it out. My Being is Bond. Peace, fam.